I'm building something for myself. I'm building something because I believe in myself. I'm doing this because I believe in myself. I continue to show up on the days that I don't want to because I know where I want to be. I know my worth, right? Worth also ties into the way that you truly care for yourself. So now we're tying in self-care. Do you brush your teeth? Do you wash your face? Do you take showers, right? Do you lotion your body? Do you get enough sleep at night? What time are you going to bed? What time are you waking up? More and more people nowadays are wanting to train in the comfort of their own home, and I definitely don't blame them, okay? I love working out at home. I love the accessibility of just turning on a video and getting my training in, whether that's dance training, whether that is stretching, flexibility training, strength training. Some days I just don't feel like leaving the house. So we now have online classes where you don't have to go anywhere, honey. If you want to stay home but still get that work in, that is available to you. We have 2 different programs. So we have Rhythm and Pumps, which is our online heels training program, and we have our newly launched Real Rhythm Monthly Unlimited. This is an all-inclusive membership that includes not just heels classes, okay, not just heels tutorials, but so much more than that. Hip hop tutorials, commercial pop, guided meditations, affirmations. You also get a monthly check-in with our vitality coach. Tell me a better deal, honey, okay? Because this is less than $30 a month. Everything is included, and you literally get to glow up and work at your own pace. So you can time out, you can schedule your videos throughout the week. Maybe you want to do heels on a Monday. Maybe you want to do hip hop on a Wednesday. Maybe you want to do a full body strength workout on a Friday. It's completely up to you. We have a full video library that you have 24/7 access to, and you can access all the videos available as a Real Rhythm Unlimited member. Don't worry if you're just trying to get your heels training, you get a little bit more than just the heels tutorials as well. So you also get access to flexibility training, all of our stretch videos, our core workouts as well, because everybody knows you need a strong core to succeed in heels. So we got you. We want to make sure that you're all set up. You also get access to our online community group with both memberships. So you get support, you get updates when we drop new videos, and you get to chat with like-minded baddies in the community. So make sure you definitely download the app for the best experience. Just go to our link in the show notes, head on over to the Fit by Wix app, make sure you put in our code, our invite code, and we can't wait to dance with you. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Just Be Real podcast. I'm your host, Marissa Tong. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode this week. We are back with a solo episode. I feel like we haven't had like a fresh, up-to-date solo episode in a minute. The last solo episode was actually a replay, and that episode, once I uploaded it, I realized why I never put it on YouTube. Like, I, for some reason, was missing like part of the ending of that video. So if you guys have watched on YouTube, you're probably like, what the heck? Like, we still have the audio, but the video cuts off like towards the end. Thank God it was towards the end, but you guys could definitely go back and check that episode out. We were talking about my hot girl era in my 20s. We're talking about nightlife in this city. We're talking about misogyny in the music industry. We didn't talk about Diddy in that episode because, to be honest with you, the timing of that episode was crazy because I filmed that, I want to say, November of last year, November of 2023. And then the allegations started coming out, I want to say like a couple weeks later, if not like the next week. So it was just really crazy, like just the timing of the episode. But it is right on brand, right on time with everything that's going on. I don't know if you guys are following everything that's happening with the Diddy case and just the whole music industry about to go down, okay? Burn it all, burn it to the ground, okay? But that is not what today's episode is about. Today, we're going to be talking about solitude. We're going to be talking about confidence, being your own best friend, enjoying your own company, and really just getting to know yourself on a deep level. Let's just be real here. A lot of people don't really like themselves. So if you guys follow me on social media, you know that I am no stranger to talking about spending solo time. Like I love time alone. It allows me to recalibrate, it allows me to relax, to really just get in touch with myself, to stay, in tune with everything that's going on in my body, in my mind, to kind of like detach from external, validation, external world, other people's problems, right? Other people's projections. So I really find that when I spend time with myself, I feel so much more at like ease and at peace. And not saying that I don't like spending time around people. Like, as you guys know, I have a very social job. I teach dance classes, I teach fitness classes, I mentor people, I'm always around people. And while I do love interacting with people and like really feeding off people's energy and vice versa, I know that I have to spend time alone in order for me to recharge and to feel my best so that the next time I'm hanging around someone, I don't feel super depleted or drained. So, in previous episodes, I've talked about taking solo trips. I think I talked about my very first solo trip. That was 2022, I believe, or 2021. 2021, I had went to Sedona and I spent some time in Arizona by myself. It was a really short trip because I didn't know what to expect. And to be honest with you, like the first time I went away, like I was like, I don't know, like are people going to be following me? Like, I was like really skeptical, but I was ready to take that leap. I was ready to just bet on myself and book the flight and just do it. So that turned out to be one of the best experiences that I had because it was my first solo trip. Like, I had no expectations. I just really wanted to be at peace and just really go with the flow. When you're around people and you travel with people, a lot of the times you're going to be on their time, or you're going to be on other people's time, or you're going to be on group time, and there's nothing wrong with that. You want to get the most out of your trips, which is why I plan real hot retreats and we have an itinerary and all that, which is optional, by the way. But I think when you're taking a solo trip, it's just much more curated and tailored to exactly what you want. So if you want to sleep in late, you can sleep in late. If you want to go for a hike at whatever time you can, you could pretty much do whatever you want. You could eat whatever you want. You don't have to compromise on cuisines and restaurants and all that. And I just think it's really important that, even if we're not ready to take that leap with solo trips, and even if we're not there where we even want to travel, like a lot of people, that's something big, right? That's a big goal for people. But I think some things that we could do on the regular, like on a daily basis, to really improve the relationship with yourself is really just taking a step back. Like, turn off your phone, put your phone on silent, put your phone on do not disturb, go outside, go for a walk, whether that is with headphones or without headphones, but really get in tune with yourself. Moving your body, right? Getting in touch with your body. Something that I like to do solo is yoga. And yes, I enjoy a group yoga class. Like, I love taking class with other people and instructors, but I find that when I am doing yoga in my own space and I'm just doing it by myself, maybe like with a guide on YouTube. I love Yoga with Adrienne, and I could definitely link her YouTube for you guys if you're interested. I've been doing her for years, but there's just something so different about just being with yourself, right? Meditation is also really important when you are looking to improve the relationship with yourself, because you have no choice but to face your own thoughts. You have no choice but to sit with yourself. And sometimes that's so freaking uncomfortable, but that's the point, right? Would we rather be in uncomfortable situations with other people and listening to their issues and listening to their problems and getting drained and, energetically sucked that way? Or would we rather deal with our own problems and really come to terms with, this is the reality, this is how I'm feeling, this is what I'm going through, these are the emotions that I have right now, these are the things I want to do, these are the places I want to go. So these are all components of building a relationship with yourself. And let's just be real, a lot of people don't have a good relationship with themselves. A lot of people don't even like themselves. A lot of people don't even look in the mirror during the day. Like they're walking past the mirror because they don't like what they see every time they stand in front of the mirror. Something that I've implemented into some of my classes is mirror work. I think mirror work is super, super important because it allows us to sit in that uncomfortability of literally looking at yourself, facing yourself. And a lot of the times, like, we are our biggest critics. We are our biggest enemies. We are our biggest frenemies, right? One day we're happy with ourselves. One day we love ourselves. We're feeling confident. The next day, oh, girl, you're talking down to yourself. The next day, you're, cursing yourself out like, bitch, why you do that? What the hell is wrong with you? You look crazy today, And it's like, I think, especially as women, like, we are just conditioned from a young age to be so freaking hard on ourselves. So, with all that conditioning, from high school, middle school, college, by the time you become a real freaking adult in your 20s and your 30s, now you have this very altered perception of yourself, right? Because you've just been beating yourself up for so many freaking years, or you've been allowing other people to beat you down, bring you down, right? And that might not be physically, it could be physically, hopefully not, but verbal abuse and also just people talking down to you and minimizing your worth. It's common. It's more common than you think, and it's very common with women. So I think as women, and I know there's some men who listen to this as well, and we're not ruling you out. I think it's very important for both men and women, just humans in general, to create a better, healthier relationship with themselves. So again, going back to just spending more time with yourself, take yourself on a date, go eat by yourself, go sit in the library, go sit in the park, have a picnic with yourself. I know we're getting into the colder fall days, but there's other things that you could do, right? Go sit in a coffee shop. I love going to different coffee shops and just like being with myself, whether that's working, right? Whether that's reading, whether that's just like people watching, whether that's just listening to music, listening to a podcast. There's so many things that we miss out on because we think that we need other people to do it with us. And that's not the case. The best relationship and the most important relationship that you're going to have in this lifetime is the relationship with yourself. If that relationship is not solid, none of your relationships are going to be solid. When people see that you talk down on yourself, that you lack confidence, that you don't believe in yourself, they're also going to pick up that energy and they're going to treat you the exact same way. Why would anyone believe in you when you do not believe in yourself? You have to be your biggest supporter. You have to be your biggest fan. You have to be able to advocate for yourself. So some ways that we could do this: affirmations, right? Standing in front of the mirror, going back to mirror work. Say your affirmations, and they don't have to be these very superficial, I am beautiful, I am wonderful, I am strong. Like, it doesn't have to be that, right? You can literally make up your own affirmations. Just think about how you want to feel, right? Even if you're not feeling it in that exact moment, what are some words that you can really say to yourself? What are some phrases, some mantras, some sentences that you could say to yourself every single day to pick yourself up, to elevate yourself? We can't depend on external validation to boost our confidence, to allow us to believe in ourselves, to really push us towards that goal, right? If I was someone that was hyper dependent on other people to push me towards my goals, when I tell you I would get nothing done, like this podcast would never have launched, videos would never be edited, nothing would ever be done, because I know at the end of the day, and this isn't to say that you need to be going to bed at 9 p.m. and waking up at 4 a.m. That's not realistic for everybody's lifestyle or work schedule. But the times that you are going to sleep, are we timing them out so that we are getting enough sleep, right? Say that you are going to bed at 1 a.m., right? Maybe it's a late night for you. Maybe you're working late. Are you sleeping until at least, 8 o'clock so you get those 7 hours of sleep? We have to be able to take care of ourselves. We cannot depend on other people to do that. And if you're constantly fishing outside of yourself for people to save you, for people to stick up for you, for people to make you feel better about yourself, you're never going to feel whole. The wholeness has to come from within. You have to believe that you are worth everything in this world. You are worth the career that you want. You are worth the relationship that you want. You are worth the family that you want. You are worth that beautiful house that you dream of, right? You're worth all of those things. And you have to believe that all of those things are possible as long as you are continuing to show up for yourself. So I just want to encourage you guys today to really continue to work on the relationship with yourself. Journaling is also a wonderful, amazing way to build a better relationship with yourself and just really be present, right? When you're sitting down and you're writing and you're journaling, there's nothing else that matters at that time. You're really just locked in to your own feelings, to your own emotions, to whatever it is that you're journaling about. And journaling doesn't have to be always like negative or pouring out these like really hard emotions, right? And it can be, you can use journaling for whatever you want. But I think we should use journaling in a way that helps us to improve our emotional intelligence, right? Improve our mental health, improve the way that we talk to ourselves. And that's the whole reason why I created a guided journal. If you guys haven't checked out my journals, we are going to be restocking the original ones soon. Right now, we only have the larger planner sizes. If you guys are watching this right now on October 11th or 12th, we currently only have the planner sizes, but we are going to be restocking most likely at the end of this month. So just be on the lookout for that. But you guys can definitely go check out my journals, get a deeper look in them. They're available on TikTok Shop, but they're also available on our main website, realrhythmdanceandfitness.com. So we'll link everything in the show notes. In the meantime, y'all, please take care of yourself, okay? Go take yourself on a date today, okay? And the date doesn't have to be anything extravagant. A date can literally just be a walk in the park. You can go enjoy a glass of wine at the bar. They now have like these, what do they call it? Like reading bars? I forgot what they call it, but it's basically like a bar where you can go and you can read. And I think that's amazing. And I definitely want to check that out. So okay, hold up. Before we get too real into this conversation, I wanted to let you know that registration is now open for both of our retreats coming up in 2025. We are going back to Arizona. Yup, back to where it started, baby. We're heading to Sedona in Scottsdale for 4 nights, 5 days to heal, to meditate, to ground ourselves, to have a deeper connection with ourselves. This is going to be a completely transformative experience. Join us for the Phoenix Rising Retreat from March 13th to the 17th, 2025. This is going to be amazing. If you've been asking about our first domestic retreat of 2025, well, this is it. We literally just opened registration. So reserve your spot. It's going to be freaking amazing. You can find all of our details on our website. And don't forget the Goddess Retreat in Greece. We're heading to Mykonos and the beautiful hidden gem Andros for 7 days, 6 nights from May 7th to the 13th. This is going to be an amazing experience if you're looking to connect with your feminine energy, if you're looking to soften, if you're looking to heal, if you're looking to really have a deeper connection with women and community and nature, and to soak in all that Greek goddess energy. So if you're interested and you're looking to take some time for yourself and start 2025 by putting yourself first and prioritizing your mental health, your self-care, your spirituality, your connection with yourself, then I invite you to register for our retreat. The only thing that's required to book is a deposit, and then you can make monthly payment arrangements up until January and February for the retreats. So any questions, feel free to hit us up at Real Hot Retreats on Instagram. Take a look at our previous retreats, see if you're feeling out the vibes. Go plan your day, do something amazing for yourself today. Go journal, go meditate, go move your body, okay? Get in tune with yourself. What do you need? That's an amazing question to ask yourself. That's even an amazing question to ask before meditation, right? Like asking one question and really just meditating on that and focusing on the answer. And even if the answer doesn't come up right away, like just focus on that one question. What do I need today to feel good? What does my body need? It's simple, like just asking yourself those questions for clarity. So I hope this episode was helpful to you today. If this resonated, definitely feel free to drop a comment. You can now drop comments on Spotify, or if you're watching on YouTube, also drop a comment. Feel free to subscribe to this channel so you get notified when we upload new episodes every single Tuesday and Friday. And before we go, I just want to mention that I'm hosting a free masterclass on Wednesday, October 16th. It's going to be 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to be talking about podcasting, the business of podcasting, how to launch your podcast, where to start, how to get it out, how to distribute it. There's so many questions that I get from listeners on the show or aspiring podcast hosts, entrepreneurs, business owners who are thinking about starting a podcast to really elevate their brand and their business. And I think it's always a great idea. Like, podcasting has been one of the best decisions I've made. It's super fun. And yes, it's work. It's another job. So if you're looking to learn more about the business of podcasting, how to monetize, how to market, how to book guests, all that stuff, I want you guys to tune in. It's a free masterclass, okay? Free 99, FREE 99, okay? So make sure you guys tune in. This is going to be a live video on Substack, okay? So in order to get access to the video, you do need to subscribe to my Substack. Again, it's free. I do have paid subscribers, but this is going to be available for our free subscribers as well. So all you have to do is just go to the link in the show notes, subscribe to my Substack, and I'll send out a notification before we start the live. So I'll remind you guys the day before and then the day of. But invite your friends, tell everyone. We have a flyer on our podcast account on Instagram. So definitely go check that out. Share it with someone who is looking to get into that podcast. Maybe you're looking to start a podcast with a friend. Okay, now's the time, honey. It's about to be 2025. Let's set those goals into motion. Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, please leave us a rating and review if you're loving the show. That really just helps more people find the show who are looking for content like mine. Follow us on Instagram. Risfit Kitty is my personal, and you can follow our podcast account, Let's Just Be Real Pod. And we'll see you guys on another episode. Take care, y'all. Bye.